So the video just suddenly ended. See if I can zoom up on the back panel. On the back blue panel, and it is indeed an October 2016 unit. So it's the same label as that. Like most other machines. Just wanted to see if the control panel has been replaced or if it's original. And it is a random rule in this case. I'll just pause this while I put the camera back on the tripod. Okay, go. That dryer's making a little bit of a squeaking noise. Yeah, it's not the first time that I've been in an accommodation with a dryer that's not in particularly good condition because I tune up Monaco every year and I've been doing that since 2022. I was supposed to go in 2021, but our holiday got cancelled there because of COVID. We were in lockdown. And the first place I stayed at in Wanaka like 3 years ago, that Fisher and Paykel D45F56E made April 2009 and was making a bit of a squeaking noise. And shout out to Washing Machine Videos NZ, also known as Photography NZ. He told me that a repair could have been done, and that's what I could have done if I was the owner of this place. And if I was the owner of that place, that's why. If you're gonna give me, and if anyone's gonna give me advice to repair on that dryer, please do. But that won't be happening at this place. So I'm leaving this the last load, and I'm leaving tonight. So I've got the dryer going right now because we really need to get our clothes dry. And I can't muck around. sprints. So I'll just get a coat hanger. Hold on. This one's sticking up there. Is a small town and a nice small town in the middle in the lower part of the South Island. Mostly known for being like a sort of seasonal town, like a ski town. And what's been happening is they've been trying to get consent to build a Macca's there, and they keep declining it, which I was a little bit annoyed about at first. But I'm not anymore. Macca's is good, but if people need Macca's, they can go into Queenstown. It's just like if you're a Wellington resident and you like Wendy's and you have it when you head up to Kapiti, because Wendy's in Kapiti, it's the only Wendy's in the Wellington region. I know someone who has one of the other same enthusiasts to me, but I'm not going to mention her because I'd rather not. And he likes Wendy's, but he doesn't need to Kapiti that often. And the Wendy's is there. It's the only Wendy's in the Wellington region. He says it's a real shame because he likes Wendy's, but never mind. So someone says in Wanaka then you've got to have like Burger King and Pizza Hut. As for Burger King, as for Macca's, Burger King is good. Burger King, I really hope that I don't build a Burger King there either. It is good, but if people want Burger King, if people need Burger King, they can go into Queenstown. only had Burger King in Queenstown since 2009. My favourite takeaway in Monaco would probably be like something from the food truck. Like there's some chicken, I forgot the company. It's in a food truck, which is pretty nice. And if I was like needing like a takeaway, like more of like a fast food takeaway, or maybe like a delivery, maybe on Uber Eats. If I was needing pizza, I'd probably go for Domino's. This is one in Monaco on Arbor Street. Monaco has a pretty beautiful lake. Monaco's a really cool town, and it's like rural, and we sort of want to keep that rural-ish, and bringing Macca's is just going to be like, it's just going to make it seem like, and I just don't think we're going to need that, and plus it just means people are just going to start littering. And like, quite a few small towns in NZ have Macca's there now, there's quite a few small towns that in NZ that once never had a Macca's, but now they do. So, for example, like Taumarunui, Taihape, Dannevirke, Otaruhanga, Gore, Motueka, Nelson, etc. Oh my god. Why is this bloody thing always staying on the side? Hasn't had a Macca's for a long time until like the late 2000s, early 2010s. Kaitaia, towns I know that have never had that have once never had Burger Kings, and that they now do. So, for example, there would be like a few that I can think of, like Queenstown never had Burger King until 2009. Masterton. So we've got Queenstown, Te Awamutu, Masterton and Levin. Masterton and Levin are just smaller towns. Not too far from maybe either Palmerston North or Palmerston North, which is called Palmerston Slang, or Wellington. We're in the lower part of the North Island. is, for those of you watching overseas, Wellington is basically like I'd say kind of like a small, I believe a small, like a fairly small city or city. It's in the bottom of the North Island. Mostly known for being the capital of NZ. So yeah. Just let it heat that machine for a bit. I think that sounds basically just the tub rubbing on the tub ring. Don't know what brick this oven is. Maybe I'll just turn it dry for a while. There's that dry so I can hear that machine getting up to speed. thank you guys for watching this video. And I'll see you next time. And also the last video from this washer. Bye bye.